literally the last 10 minutes trying to pair everything, including this. I have no idea. Everything is just so new to me. I have these microphones that I will also try to use. I hope they have battery though, because I haven't charged them. I haven't charged these in a while. Let's see. Put it right there. So chic. Anyway, how's everyone? This is my first ever attempt in content creation. I laugh because everyone and their dogs are becoming content creators in 2026, but I swear I have a little bit more of a purpose. This is my first ever YouTube video and I wanted to start it in a really quiet way. There's no announcements, there's no big reveal, it's just a conversation at the end of the day. I've been thinking about starting this channel for a very long time, and I've realized that there's a lot of value in things that are not overly produced, that things that are more from the heart and more sincere. There's a few creators that I follow in here that they just do such an amazing job at connecting with people and making things feel less scary, and this is where I want to chime in and give my 2 cents on careers and on my passions. And I just want it to feel very well considered, well pondered, and well articulated. That's it. So if you found your way here, welcome. You're very welcome. I hope you stay. I hope I give you enough reasons to stay. I've always had like a very deep connection with the built environment, and a lot of this connection came from just genuine curiosities, like looking at things and thinking, oh, how does that work? How is it that it's not failing? What were the things that led to that being built? Like, what are the calculations? What are the thought processes behind things being, the decisions behind things being built? Initially, in the past, I would look at this contemplation and think, oh, I know the answer, it's physics and maths, and hence why I think I ended up in engineering to begin with. Now at 26, almost 27, and about 6 years post-grad and working in the industry for 4 years, I know that it's not just the calculations. There's just so many different roles, so many different opportunities, really. It's incredible to know that first of all they are there, and second, there's just so many things that you can learn from other people. There's a lot of like trade-offs in the built environment as well, a lot of like risk that you have to constantly balance, but obviously my curiosity is not just for the built environment, it's also about cities, it's also about how design shapes our productivity, how we feel in certain design spaces. And it's incredible to think that humans derived all of that, like humans literally figured it out. Like, how cool is that? And also, when you're working, that could be either as an engineer, an architect, or a developer, it's kind of crazy to think that everything that you're doing has been done before and it has worked, or it hasn't, and that's where you learn from it collectively. I think that's really, really interesting. So maybe like a little bit of a background about me. I studied engineering and I worked across different parts of the built environment. Each experience gave me like a slightly different perspective, and both in like the social economic part of things, but also like in the trade itself, what it means to act as a developer, what it means to act as an engineer. There's so many interests in the built environment, which is probably another part that makes me so like fascinated about it. There's the user's interest, like you can be a user and just in awe about certain things, and you will like certain things more than other things, and that will not always be the developer's preference, for example, let alone like the architect's preference. So there's just so many little nuanced things that I appreciate about this theme, and I want to explore in this channel. Over the course of my post-grad, the thing that stayed the most consistent is my curiosity for the sector itself, and not necessarily, and the art of having like a building in front of you. Like that's a significant part of history, that is a significant snapshot of history. So knowing that that piece of product is there, spread all over the world, is just so baffling. It wasn't necessarily a defined role that made me think about creating a little escapade online. It's just, I just want to find a community where we all appreciate good design and we all have a natural curiosity about careers, how to live a balanced life while working. So this channel is really a space for people to enjoy architecture, enjoy engineering, enjoy development, design, but not only that, but also like the human portion of things. So there's a campaign online called Humanise. I don't really know, I think it comes from a particular studio in London, so I will leave all the links below. There's also a book you can buy, but I figured out about this, it's called Humanise. I figured out about this campaign a random day in 2023, I believe, or 2024, I can't remember, but someone posted online saying that they were looking for people who could take a survey. And essentially I went, it was like I got 40 pounds off of it. And you had to walk around with like a heart monitor device, and you had to walk around London and have literally stand in front of a set of particular buildings for 5 minutes, and they registered your reaction to that building, and the person would ask you questions and things like that. So I thought that was really so much fun. Something random I found online, and it's basically an architectural campaign to promote more humane buildings and more human-centric design, which is sort of like what I'm trying to create here. I'm trying to open dialogue, and I'm trying to unite people into a conversation that is not just in my head, or not just between me and a survey that I did like 2 years ago. You know, I want to open that conversation. I will leave everything in the description. There's a book and there's a page you can follow as well. I don't know much about the people involved, but if you do, share this with them. I think I don't really see many creators in the space. Well, if there is, I just haven't found them yet, but I don't really see many creators that talk about the built environment. Like I don't know if people even care. So it could just be that I'll start this, but I'll just end up deviating to something else. There's just so many people talking about makeup, talking about like all the tech wear, everything, but there's not a lot of people talking about genuine design and genuine interest for beautiful environments. So I guess I will try to pioneer that. I don't know. But on top of that, I also want to talk about being a career-driven woman in London. Routines and creating like healthy habits for you to show up in the best way possible, both for yourself and for others. So I want to be what my 21-year-old self would have loved to watch online when she was trying to look for a job in consultancy. Let's see. Anyone who is just genuinely trying to start. Because look, at almost 27, I'm also almost trying to start something. So I guess there's similar themes to all of it. I currently live in London. I'm very happy here. As I said before, I'm from Brazil. So naturally, I do have an eye from the built environment into London. So I'm very interested in seeing the different types of buildings out there. London has a beautiful mix of contemporary and historic things. Whenever you go to the Tower of London, you can, from like, I can't remember exactly where in the tower, but there is a specific spot. I'll try to put a picture here of what I mean. There's a specific spot that you can look from the Tower of London and that you see like the old and the new. So I think London is like a juxtaposition of those two things. Differently back home in Brazil, there's only modern buildings. Like, it's very, especially where I'm from São Paulo, it's very, there's not much of the old. We haven't done a good job of preserving things, but we have built a lot, and maybe that's where my curiosity comes from, just looking, just being brought up in a environment that is full of built things. I have obviously I have my routines here as a corporate girl. I commute, I work, I notice, I bring things up, I advocate. I was gonna say I dance and I sing. I'm only missing that, to be honest. I'm constantly doing things, and I'm also noticing things that people sometimes are just passing by. So you'll see a lot of London in my videos and in my storyline. I really do love here, and there's just so many opportunities. It's not the best with the weather, I will say that. Like, I currently have my window in front of me, and it was really bright before, now it's not anymore, and I'm trying to figure out how the heck I'm gonna edit this video because it looks super dark, but I don't know. You tell me if it works down in the comments.